The tensions are escalating in the Gaza Strip, with the Israelis continuing with their campaign of bombardment. The Gaza Civil Defense Agency has said that the Israeli troops opened fire near two food distribution sites in the southern part of the Gaza Strip, killing at least 26 starving, hungry and desperate Palestinians and injuring more than 100 others who had lined up just to collect some food and other essential supplies. Now, the incident took place when the desperate and the hungry Palestinians were waiting to collect the food supplies. Eyewitnesses claimed that the Israeli troops in tanks and jeeps fired at large near the aid sites.
We were surrounded by the occupation forces tanks and quadcopters, and after we were surrounded, they started shooting at us randomly. Anyone can get killed next to us. We are tired. We witness death every day. This is not the first one. This is the 10th relative I lose from my family, the 10th one.
However, Israel has said that its forces are only using warning shots to deter people from coming near the soldiers. Now, these food distribution sites that are operated by the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, which is a joint Israeli and American initiative, have become focal points of repeated attacks on these hungry, starving, desperate Palestinians. According to the United Nations Human Rights Office, at least 875 Palestinians have been shot dead or killed through other means at these food distribution sites in the Gaza Strip in the course of the last 6 weeks. In a separate incident, a video from Gaza's Bureij refugee camp captures the moment when a massive explosion of an Israeli bomb hit a school that was sheltering the displaced Palestinian people. In the footage, a child can be seen running away from the bomb as it exploded. The Gaza's health ministry has said that the Israeli forces bombed the school overnight and then targeted again hours later, killing several civilians. Now, in the past 24 hours, the Israeli Air Force claims to have bombed about 90 different targets, including tunnels and buildings that it claims were being used by Hamas. So as this bombardment continues, Gaza's health officials have reported that the death toll of the Palestinians in this conflict has now gone up to 58,600 since the beginning of this Israeli war on Gaza. So as negotiations continue in Doha between Israel and Hamas, the American President Donald Trump has expressed some optimism that there could be a breakthrough just on the horizon. Addressing the lawmakers at a White House dinner, President Trump announced that 10 more hostages are expected to be released from the Gaza Strip in the coming days.
Gaza, we got most of the hostages back. We're going to have another 10 coming very shortly, and we hope to have that finished pretty quickly. And Steve Witkoff has been fantastic. He's done a great job in that. Now, Trump's statement followed meetings at the Pentagon where the U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth hosted his Israeli counterpart Israel Katz, affirming U.S.'s solidarity with Israel's right to self-defense. Now, Hamas, on the other hand, has strongly criticized the Trump administration, accusing it of supporting Israeli actions. The group has also blamed the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu for the deadlock in the ceasefire and the hostage release discussions. The reports suggest that the Israeli spy agency head David Barnea reportedly visited Washington this week. And according to an Axios report, Barnea met with the White House envoy Steve Witkoff to discuss Israel's behind-the-scenes push to relocate a large number of Palestinians from the Gaza Strip.
Now, David Barnier reportedly told Steve Witkoff that Israel has been in contact with Ethiopia, Indonesia and Libya about taking in the displaced Palestinians. He also claimed that these countries have shown some willingness to consider the idea and has suggested that the US should provide incentive to help secure their cooperation. The relocation effort framed by the Israeli officials as voluntary has sparked global concerns. Now, human rights agencies are denouncing the move and they're calling it a war crime.